If you love art in all forms, we are a school that's going to be able to give you what you want and then some. Our students are constantly engaged in many different things, and kids have different interests, different passions that they can either find while they're here, or if there's something that's not available, they can always start something. I mentioned we have 120 plus student-led clubs, activities, and affinity spaces on campus. Those clubs are actually part of being a club leader, and being part of a club is that they had to run at least 1 or 2 events for their club a year. So there are constantly different things happening with our clubs on the weekends, which I think is really exciting for our students to be engaged. I think a big thing about Choate that I'll sneak in here is we don't have Saturday classes. We got rid of those 15, 16 years ago, one of the first boarding schools to do so. We really believe in balance. We want our kids to make sure that they're being kids, that they're sleeping. So I think sleep is an important activity for our students as well. You can't be successful if you're not getting the right amount of sleep, if you're not being balanced in your day-to-day life. So I think that's really, really important for our students to be kids. Some of the other fun activities, we hosted a really cool carnival a couple years ago on campus. We brought in actual carnival rides. We had 10 food trucks. We're hoping to do that again this year and make it kind of more of a tradition for the school. That was a really kind of fun fall festival that we had for our students. This is more of an academic one, but it's still a fun academic one. In your freshman year or your first year at Choate, you'll take physics. And at the end of your physics curriculum in the spring, you have to build a boat with 2 other partners, and you're given cardboard, tape, and scissors. And that's all you get. Now, you can also paint your boat and things like that. But you have to build a boat with your friends. And then we have a competition, and one person has to get in that boat, and they have to paddle from one end to the other of our pond on campus. And it's a competition between all the boats of the freshman class. And we have an MC, we have music playing, we have a big cookout afterwards. And honestly, most of the boats sink and they don't make it to the end of the pond. But it's just really fun for all of our kids to be outside, celebrate the end of the year, kind of laugh at each other as the boats sink. So that's always kind of a fun tradition that we look forward to in the springtime. Another one that I really love, and maybe because I'm the person that oversees enrollment, but we have at the beginning of the year what's called matriculation ceremony. And this is a really important moment of a student's time at Choate. It's the first night at Choate. We have a big dinner. We all then gather in our chapel, and we're a non-denominational school, but we do have a chapel on campus. And we gather as new students, and each student will one by one go up to the front. They shake our head of school's hand. They then sign what's called the matriculation pledge. And that matriculation pledge is really about kind of living up to the values of the school every single day while they're at Choate, but also when they leave Choate, because they're going to be part of the Choate world, the Choate network, the Choate association for the rest of their life. And this is a kind of that moment where they're kind of signing away for that. But we want them to live up to our main values of respect, compassion, and integrity. So this is a great moment because it's kind of okay, I am now part of the Choate family. I'm now part of it forever. And then their Choate experience starts from there. So I love that tradition. It's kind of a moving one for me as someone that just kind of created that community with my team for that past year. So there's a lot of other things that throughout the year that our kids are being kids, whether it's a dance, it's a hypnotist, it's a concert, it's a movie night, the list goes on and on and on. I will also add that we're very lucky as a school that we're in the middle of a town. We are not in the middle of nowhere. We are right in the middle of a town where our students are able to go get a bite to eat, go bowling, go to the movies, and do it in a safe way off campus. And that kind of builds upon this idea of engaging with our local community here in Wallingford, which is really, really important for our students and also for the town. Again, I know I'm biased. I've been here for a long time. Our arts program is incredible. I mean, we have 2 art centers on campus. One of them is an IMP building. So if you know anything about architecture, IMP was one of the most well-known architects around the world. We have 2 IMP buildings on campus, which is insane. But we have dedicated spaces, first and foremost, for every form of art. We have a stage that's just for theater. We have a stage that is just for orchestra. We have I think, 15 or 16 practice rooms for all of our instruments. We have a dance studio. We have our visual art studio. We have multiple visual art studios. We have a black box theater. We have a smaller theater for smaller productions. We have a space for our pottery, our jewelry making class. Like, you name it, we have a space for it because we have so many kids that are interested in arts. It's also part of our graduation requirement. So our students have to take 3 art courses, 3 trimester-based art courses before they graduate. We think that creativity, we think that that type of academic program is really important for our students. We have, like I said before, we have an 80-person orchestra. We have jazz ensemble. Our rock band just performed at our school meeting yesterday. So there are different musical ensembles. We have chorus, we have choir, we have a cappella groups, we have what's called the Fringe Festival in the winter, which is a huge celebration of all different arts. We have digital media, we have stagecraft, we have acting classes, we have set design classes, we have costume making. So if you love art in all forms, we are a school that's going to be able to give you what you want and then some, I will say. Sports is a big part of living a healthy life. And that's why boarding schools are still really, we all think it's really important that our kids are outside or in the rink for hockey or basketball or whatever, but they're with their friends, getting a workout in, learning how to collaborate, learning how to be team members, what teamwork actually means. Those skills that you learn through athletics are really transferable to any other part of your life. So that's big for us as well. Again, because of our size of a school, we're able to offer so many different athletic opportunities from varsity level, junior varsity level, what we call thirds or our freshman level. We also have intramural sports. So if you've never played a sport before, but you want to try it out, right? Like you've never played tennis before, well, you could do intramural tennis in the fall and maybe you love it and became really good. And now you want to play in the spring on, our JV team or our varsity team. So there's just many opportunities for our students to get involved in what sport they're interested in or have a background in. I think all our sports are great. I don't want any coach to be mad at me. So I would say that we're good. I would say we've had a wonderful football team for a long time that's been undefeated for many years. I'm thinking like fall sports right now. Boys soccer and girls soccer are doing really, really well. Girls volleyball, I love watching volleyball. So if you're a volleyball player, it's just so fun to see volleyball, in my opinion, in action. But yeah, I mean, we have so many great sports: lacrosse, swimming, basketball, tennis, squash. I think it's just good to know that you had the opportunities, continue to be a high-level athlete, or you have the opportunity to try something that you never tried before in athletics too.